So let's talk about why this works, okay? Why does this set of code work? So if the degree is anything less than 45, okay, so that's anything in this range, it's going to show north. So anything less than 45, so that's essentially from 45 all the way down to 0, it's going to show north. Now, based on this is what we wanted. We wanted it to show this value here for anything less. So what about this from 315 to 360? Well, let's talk about that in a second. Now, it's going to show anything less than that 135, it's going to show us east. The reason this works is because 135, and anything less than that, it's going to show east. And the reason is if we go less than 45, it's going to show north. So that's saying essentially anything from 135 to 145 is going to be east, or 46. Or 45 is going to be east, and then anything less than 45, so it's going to check this statement first, then it's going to check this statement. And so that's how it works all the way through here. And then anything less than 115, so anything, 315, anything between 315 and 320 or 225 is going to show up as west, okay? And then anything else, so that's anything between 315 and less than 45, which is 0, is going to show north. So that's why this works. So here's the next step that you need to do in here. I want you to turn this into an arrow. Now you've got some example code here, okay? But your challenge here is to not just do an arrow, but what I want you to do is I want you to write code that indicates direction. So I want you to add in northeast, southeast, southwest, so we can be a little bit more accurate with it. So some resources for you to do this. This is kind of your challenge in here. First thing, you've got a Google drawing here on your thing that will help you determine what should those ranges be. So if I'm going to have one in here called northeast, okay, what do I want that range to be where I want it to be northeast? So draw some lines in there and figure out where this should go, and then do that simple math to figure out what degrees should go in each spot. Then what I want you to do is I want you to take the code. Let's go back to this code here, okay? Take the code, and now you can modify this. So now we want to have an arrow in here instead to always show the direction that it should be going, okay? That way, so you'll have to think this through. This is a little bit of a problem solve for you guys. Think this through as far as where this is going to go. I am more than happy to help you as you do that, okay? And then finally, once you've created your code and you've got it working, I want you to do some kind of remix in here, okay? Lots of options. How do you display information? Is it an arrow? Is it a dot? When I think of a dot right here, there's lots of places where I could put that dot all the way around the edges so I can make it really, really precise, okay? What are other tools you can add to your microbit that would help you survive in the wilderness? Could you do an on-off switch that displays the compass on and off? So you're going to create a remix version. And then finally, this final step of communication. What I want you to do is create some kind of Screencastify video. And in that, you need to identify the outcomes. So talk about how you plan in response to a challenge. Talk about how you set up your Google Draw so that you could calculate the angle that it needed to be. Talk about how you responded by solving the problem, solving the compass values, figuring out which way to point the arrow. Talk about what you did for the remix, and then really practically show me your code. Okay, use Screencastify, record your screen, show me the code. Show me your working microbit. This is tied directly to that outcome. Products, performances, or services challenges. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. If you have any questions, please, please, please do not hesitate to ask. We will see you guys in the next challenge.